So hey, it's
Alright. Welcome back, everyone. Right now we have The Pirates of Darkwater by Cestpatou.
so everything's fine.
Yep, everything is
So you start the timer as soon as I'm pressing start. So
good. Yes, countdown. Yeah.
countdown. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. So for that game you have to collect many gems to defeat the final boss, and we will mainly use Jula, whatever, because our dash is insane, and we are doing a later glitch in this level like I've just shown. So like you can see, our dash is moving really fast, and we will get insanely time save with that. And those guys will just annoy us, because if they hit us, they will make us go away from the ladder glitch, so we have to kill them. Sometimes they are passive, but we don't take the chance. So you have many potions, and it's a platformer game, so sometimes it's an invincible potion, sometimes it's a dash forward potion. So we will use a lot of the dashing one. And it's a really hard game on the later level. So the first level was pretty easy with the ladder glitch. The second one is with the boss, but there's a lot of bees that they will make us go away from the ladders. It will be really annoying, and we have to collect money because some people are taxing us, so we have to pay them to let them go forward, else they will just block our path. So we have to collect 4 coins, because each coins give us 3 coins. And the dash with Tula gave us invincibility, so it's even better. And they can kill enemies as well. So and it's not so easy to play that platformer, because if you fall from too high, you will lose some health. If you are going too fast, you can lose some health too. So the first guy that will tax us, and the only one, is there. They want 10 gold piece. He's a scrub. And this guy is asking us to save those monkeys. So we have to find those 4 or 5 through the level. So it's our main task, else the final guy that blocks the door won't let us go. Like the first one is there. And we will use the first potion here to skip the mainly to almost all the level. And there's a lot of traps, spikes, so you have to be careful with that. And like you can see, the bees are annoying. So it was the last monkey. We have fear of bees. We will try to be careful to not lose a life. So good. Well, every time you're losing a life, you're losing all the power up health that you have got. So it's the first boss. It will only go left and right every time, and it should not be so hard. once you learn his pattern. So yeah, it's really easy. And we have to save that queen trap here. So she's so glad that we have saved her that she gave us the first gem.
Very nice.
So we're lucky with that. We'll move to that mountain. We'll keep Tula because she's the fastest.
Is this a hard speed game in general?
The first level is not hard, but the later level you can just die instantly if you're miss jumping.
Wow.
So it's really painful for that. It's one killer. The first one is easy because all the enemies are in the same place, so you can just learn them. And sometimes, like here, they don't appear, so it's easier. And here there's another one that will tax you, so you have to collect coins as well. And there's mummies here. They are scared. And you have to collect keys, and it's not always easy to find them if you're not paying attention or you're not exploring, but it's a platformer that allow you to explore the game. That's why it's better than the Super Nintendo version.
Oh, have you played the Super Nintendo version?
No, but I've seen it, and it's more a beat 'em up game. So I will probably try it once, but not right now. So we are trying to get here, but you have to do a jump really quick. You have to press the jump button twice really quickly, so it's not always easy. So I always have to dodge enemies, and it's not easy because they are swarming you, and those bats are really not easy to spot because the background looks almost the same as the color of the bats. Like here. Have you seen that bat? So we will try to not get hit by the bat again. Here.
Are the bats locations, are they consistent or are they just luck?
They are always at the same spot, and they are going from left to right, but
Okay.
they don't always have the same pattern as the platforms, so you have to calculate that. And we are collecting a lot of 1-up because, like I've said, the later levels are really hard. There's the water level that if you just jump into the water, you just die. So we will try to avoid that. And like I've said, there's a lot of hidden place, like here. And those bats will annoy us here, because if we fall, we will probably have fall damage. And if we can, we will try to get those hurts, that is giving us more health. Not just replenish, but giving us health. And we will try to collect those red potions because they are speed potions. And we will try to save them the most we can, because the later level will need it most. And there's the guy that tax us 10 coins as well, so we are stuck with those guys. They bully us. So it's the second gem here. Look at that. that we will not use for the boss. That's sad. There's also a hidden second part of Ren sword, but we won't take it because it will cost us a lot of time. Like here, I'm using the speed potion to just skip the level almost.
Do other people speedrun this game?
No, there's 3 runs from 3 years ago, so nobody is speedrunning this game.
Oh well.
So I'm trying to bring it back, but so here it's really tricky because there's spikes everywhere, so you have to calculate your jump. It's really hard. Like you can have seen, I've stepped on platforms really precisely, and we will collect one ups. We won't have to collect more coins because there won't be more taxers, hopefully, and we will glide. Oh, magnificent she is! Look at that. You can feel the breeze and jump out of the glide easy like that. Trick shot. So the platforms here is tricky. You have to calculate to not take fall damage.
Now that we're above the clouds, I think now is a good time to test to see if I also sound like God. That is all.
What have you said? Yeah, almost. We'll try to play it more safely because I don't want to waste lives here. And we also have projectiles, but we don't use it much because we are stuck with those potions. We can access the inventory, but for 1 or 2 enemies we just don't. Skip that old guy. You don't want to talk to him. He's mean.
What would happen if you do?
Losing your time.
Okay.
So you basically don't. We'll take that heart to have more health. So when you have that potion, you don't take any damage, so it gives us a lot of nice features. Like you can see, I'm saving a lot of time. And you have to press the second one. If you press the first or the third, a boulder will fall on your head. Not right now because I've done the right one, but you have to be careful with that. And there's the second gem that will be useful. Beautiful grey gem. And we will play the only level that we won't play as Tula, because there's a dash forward glitch that we will use this level. And he's really badass with that sword, don't you think?
Yes, I do.
A huge sword. So speed potion. So you've seen I didn't use a key to open the door, I've just dashed forward. So we'll do it many times. Like here. I hope I won't miss it. Like that. It's really hard to do that jump. And hopefully we have one last potion for the last door. I would have preferred to keep it for later, but it's better to use it here to not go all the way up from the cells to get the last. Like that. So it's the boss. It's a horse. But a man. But a horse.
Has science gone too far?
Exactly, and he has a hook, so he's the best pirate that you can see. You have to hit him backward on the first patterns, but after that you can just hit him in front. It's like the first boss. It's not complicated. Easy like that. So the third gem, a beautiful ruby. So those two next level are insane. They are really punishing, and you have to be worried where you will jump. I can mess up a lot, but you will notice. If you have ever played that game, you know. Look at that water pushing you backward.
Oh.
And you can even drown. Look at the height of the water. You can drown. So you lose a lot of time because it pushes you backward, or you have to do special jumps to avoid that. Like the here, I've just jumped into the water. It's really easy. If you know all the patterns of the water, like here, you have to jump perfectly to go forward. Else you will have to go all the way up and do it the long way. Beware of the water. We don't want that she is drowning. We want her alive. Yet platforming is the main idea behind that game. And sometimes you have to do angel leap because you don't know where you will go. Like here. You have to know that it was there. You have to be very careful to not jump into the water. But the level is almost over, so we don't have to worry much. We have 8 lives, so it will be fine for the later stage. Here I will be more careful because I don't want to drown. Usually you can skip those by just jumping, but if you miss jump, you drown. Just like here. So you have 3 rotation here. 1, 2, 3. And it's the hardest platforms stage here. Yeah, Izumi. Yeah. So we will try to be more prudent here. You see that platform? We have to jump there and quickly go on the other way here. Yeah, the musics are really great. It's a good point for the Genesis. So that one have a lot of oil pit. That obviously if you jump in, you die instantly. So again, we will try to be more careful, like here, the first one. And with Tula, it gives her a lot of movements, so you can avoid those. With other characters, you don't have that forward dash, like we have seen with Ayaz. The item that I've just picked is for recalling, so you can switch characters. So you can collect them if you need that. Sometimes you have picked one character. Like here. I've just get hit by those and jump into the hole. So each time that I'm dying, I'm losing a little bit of health upgrade that I've got. So I have to be careful with that. Because obviously on the later stage, the enemies hit more hardly. So we have to collect 5 keys to open the 5 doors, obviously. On the next sub-level, it's the 50 here. We have collect yellow potion earlier on the 3rd stage. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's on this specific sub-level. Because you have to go forward, and there's a lot of little monsters, oil monsters, that will hit you and make you jump into the oil. And you want to not lose lives here. So we will access the inventory. It was a close jump. Yeah, Izumi, omelette du fromage. So here we have a lot of platformers, and you have to know where you are going. It's almost like a maze. Like here, you have a door, but you have to find the key. But it's not a key; it's a lever.
Same thing, really.
Yeah, same thing. But instead of looking for a chest, you're looking for a lever. So not exactly the same. And those guys, if you get hit by an arrow, like you have seen, you get stunned because it hurts so much. And those guys, I like to call them "oh my god," because when you hit them, they almost like pray for their god. Like the lever here, open the door on the left. Just to access a little more potions. Because I've missed some in my run, but it's fine. There's always more elsewhere. So here, more oil. We are lucky. It's filled with that here. I don't know what the boss have think to put that everywhere, but he has some weird fetish.
Alright, not judging. And
if you crouch, you don't get pushed backward when you get hit by enemies. So sometimes you have to crouch, especially with those monsters, oil monsters, because you don't want to get pushed backward into the oil. We will use some food.
Is there much item management? Because I see you going in your inventory occasionally, but not a whole lot.
Usually you use the speed potions, but there's like four different potions. You have invincibility, you have invincibility to projectiles, I think, and you have plenty of other, like this one. I don't use this one, and you can collect some food, some heart, the melons that make you switch characters. You can see the keys. So you can have some management, but you don't have to use all of the items.
Okay.
I came here for the one-up, because I know that those guys one-hit me. And I will need those for a later level, like the final boss. Or here. Like here you have to crouch, else you will have get backward and don't take the lever. We are almost at the boss right now. We will try to open more chests, because we find that our health is low. It's better to be a little bit conservative here. I can try show you something with that attack. It's a projectile, so one hit. It's useful, but usually you're using your dash potion, so it's better to not use it usually. So I think it's the second one here. Yes. First try. It's always the same. It's not random. So the final, not the final boss, the third boss on 5. You only have to crouch here and kill him. He doesn't reach you, and all of his attacks does nothing. And it's a beautiful gem. Easy. So we're moving to the second last level. It's one of the easiest one of the ladder one. But there's a lot of oil pit, and you have to jump into a water spot between two oil one, like here. It was really tricky, but it's the hardest thing that you will do this level. And we have picked a key here just for here, but you can have many direction, but it's the quickest here. And I will not use potion because there's a lot of pit here, and I'm not used so much to the configuration of that level. So I will play safely. By safely I mean still fast, but And listen to that beautiful music just before we hit the boss. Oh, what happened? The boss. And he even taunts you. He laughs at you, you hit him, and you hit it back. It's always that. And one time he will throw barrels at you. Oh. Just like Mario. And he has a lot of health, so it will take a long time. Throw some barrels. No, not here. Yes. We are Mario! It's a me. So come back here. 1 barrel, 2 barrel. Oh, done. So there's the last level here. I can also use speed potions, but there's oil pit again. So it's better not to. I will try once, just for you guys. Oh, one shot. Missed it. So we'll try the long way. You have to master those platforms, but it's not so hard. You have just to learn the patterns. And we are close to the final boss. Oh, wrong place. Here, first. You have to find where you have to put all those stones. So it's always the same pattern, so it's not hard to remember. It's just 6 of them. So be prepared for the timer. So, time.
GG.
So, it was Pirates of the Dark Water. And we have been the best pirates in the world.
Thank you so much for the run.
Thank you to have hosted that magnificent game.
Make sure you all follow Cestpatou. See more pirates.
Arrgh!
See, he's a pirate himself.
Arrgh!
Thank you for, I believe you actually were not intended to be on the schedule, but thank you for filling in.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate that.
It was my pleasure.
And next up, we have Cure with Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master on Expert.